Hey everyone, how are you? And welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. You came at a fantastic juncture because I'm going to start a new playthrough series of my favorite trilogy, starting with the first installment of Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. These games have gotten me through some of my scariest, loneliest moments in 2013 through 2014 as I transitioned into early adulthood. I wanted to buy an Xbox 360 just so I could play the trilogy, and from there they got me into the dark fantasy genre. As a result, it's a series that's deeply personal to me. The Lords of Shadow trilogy is a reboot of the Castlevania franchise, and the games were a hit and miss. It succeeded in reimagining the lore, and the graphics are lifelike, but critics panned it for borrowing too many elements from God of War. The combat could be developed better, and ideally, players would like more control over where they'd like the camera to be angled. I wanted to do this Let's Play series for a while, and I didn't have the equipment to record gameplay on my Xbox 360, and I didn't have working batteries for my controller. I've been able to record footage from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and Pop Tropica alright on my laptop using Bandicam, so I decided to download the PC ports. Luckily, last November, the Lords of Shadow trilogy, DLC included, was on sale on Steam for Black Friday, and the overall cost came down to $28.37. It's not a bad price for a bundle, and it's cheaper than most cutting-edge games. The first Lords of Shadow game alone is usually $29.29, so I'm pretty grateful I planned this in advance and took advantage of that sale. The gameplay on the PC port is reportedly more difficult than on its console counterpart. I recalled when I played Super Mario World on an emulator as part of an assignment for a digital game studies course I took. It was a lot more tedious than playing it on handheld. I wrote that it was like playing the game on hard mode, which amused my professor, and I still get a giggle out of it to this day. I imagine that my opinion for the PC ports might be the same, so let's travel back to the Dark Ages together and find out. There's the animation that gets me excited to play the game every time I open it. That gets me every time. That mask is a fascinating choice for a book title, or in this case, it's probably a diary. I used to keep a dream journal, but I got so busy that I haven't touched it in ages, though I should get back to writing my dream journal because I've had so many bizarre dreams, and dreams that I want that give me such interesting ideas that I think it's a good habit to write them down in case I want to revisit them later. This game saves data automatically at certain points. Do not turn off the power while the artist leave icon is being shown. Here it blends right in, but in the rest of the game it's more noticeable. Can't miss it. Apologies, I'm starting this in my save file. I attempted this playthrough last week, but I kept getting beat up and was having trouble figuring out the controls, so I had to spend a half hour to about 45 minutes trying to readjust the controls in a way that I'm comfortable with. I played the tutorial level a couple more times in the past 3 days, and I've gotten the hang of it, so consider this like a first test of sorts. Chapter 1. So the first level is Besieged Village. I completed the trial already. They're just there to gain bonus achievements. There's really nothing. They're really just a way to take your skill to the next level, or if you want an extra challenge. For the most part, I enjoy them because it lets the time go by whenever I play on my Xbox 360, but here the trials aren't going to be necessary. I'm just going to be playing through the story. I'm just going to be playing through the levels to follow along with the story. Also, love the soundtrack. The music takes my breath away.
A storm is coming. Mankind faces ruin and despair. The world is changing, yet hope remains in the hearts of the people. We go about our daily lives never knowing the forces that can change our destinies forever. We are oblivious, ignorant like sheep to the slaughter. This night, in the year of our Lord 1047, marks the beginning of our journey together. A journey into darkness, into madness. I watch him from the shadows. Is he the one? He has come far already, but he will be tested to the very limits of human endurance and beyond. This night he rides looking for the old gods, armed with an amulet that has led him here. Tonight he will begin his journey into oblivion.
I really like how Patrick Stewart narrates a summary of the level before he gets started. He's involved. He also portrays a key ally in the game. My mother is a huge fan of Patrick Stewart, so she was intrigued when I showed her the game until she was put off by the violence. I don't blame her.
The struggle for supremacy is eternal, inevitable. Victory is the natural objective of every creature on this world. They will kill and die for their kind to dominate. Some call this eternal struggle equilibrium, the balance between light and darkness.
Like yin and yang, lava and Batu, though that's from Avatar: The Last Airbender. But basically, one cannot exist without the other.
These are dark times. Times without hope.
They're called the Dark Ages for a reason.
Men of faith claim that this is a test from God to strengthen our spirit. Perhaps this is true. Or perhaps it is simply a pious lie.
Maybe it's both.
If it is true, darkness has come to engulf once proud humanity, and we are witnessing the end of mankind.
This is not good. The intensity of the sound in the background is like danger coming. I can feel the intensity in the instrumentals. Werewolves! Just what we needed. Real quick, it's one of these games where the tutorial takes place right where the action is. Here the tutorial isn't going to show, the controls aren't going to show up. I'm going to just have to wing it and hope I survive this invasion, so good luck. It also shows you how to use sub-weapons, though because I don't use sub-weapons, that's not going to be a problem. Ouch! Uh-oh. What could this mean? Could it be? Oh, shoot, the ward! That village is lush. But not me. Nope. You're not gonna get a bite out of me tonight. Oh, shoot! I know I got this. Its attacks are a little unpredictable, so I just somersault to be on the safe side. And look at that, its health is already down. Come on, Gabriel, grab that safe. Well, that was easy. So much better than last week's attempt. Woohoo! We did it! The invasion's been thwarted. But the villagers are in no mood to celebrate.
Who are you?
I am Gabriel. I have traveled here seeking the Guardian of the Lake.
You are from the Order? They sent you?
How do I find him?
He will find you. In the forest.
Looks like Gabriel's gonna have to walk the rest of the way. His feet got mauled to death. Poor horse. You currently have 235 points. Geesh, I sound like I might work. But seriously, if you earn enough points, you could go to the skill page and learn a new move. My personal favorite is the guillotine, though I'm not sure if I'm able to pull that off. On the PC, I can do it better on my Xbox 360. Oh, look at that! There's time for another level. Hunting path. This should be interesting. Or at least, it could be more dangerous than the first level. But then again, that's what the tutorial was there for, throwing us right in the middle of the action on to prepare us for that. Let's go.
I follow him into the old forest, watching him from afar. He is strong indeed. The one God comes to drive out the many, but here, in this place, God's influence is thin and threadbare. The old gods still hold sway here. Few venture this far into the wood. He is disturbed by dreams that gnaw at his very soul. He will rest for the night, but rest will not come easy. The battle has left him weakened, but he knows the dream will return, and though he fears nothing on this earth, yet his nightmares sap the strength within him and leave a cold grip on his heart. Tomorrow he will use the old hunting path. Long has it been in disuse, but for now, he dreams.
Is the narrator referring to the Greek gods? Horrorkid's a huge God of War fan, so if the Lords of Shadow series and the God of War games were to cross over, I think the deaths of the gods were probably the reason why there's so much disarray in this world, if that makes sense. I mean, not all of the Greek gods have been killed, but it is implied that they were. I never played God of War, but Horror Kid told me enough about the franchise to know that Kratos did a lot of damage.
What motivates a man to confront the challenges that most of us would run from? Condemning him to solitude, exposing him to defeat and death. The answer is love.
And hope.
A force so powerful that all reason becomes blind to it, blind to all things, even the truth.
Why do I relate to this now more than ever?
Loss of love can make a man desperate, desperate enough to do anything to bury the truth, to hide from its pain.
His beloved got killed. She got decapitated. Is Gabriel seeking revenge? Werewolf Tower.
I hear you seek the guardian of the lake. I will take you to him, but we must be quick. Climb onto my back. Hurry!
Well, you appeared out of nowhere, but I trust you. Okay, let's see if I can fare better. Not another one. The werewolves use dwarves as speak too? Goodness. Ride horse. Press click to attack the dwarves. Press right click to attack the lycanthrope riders. Both attacks can be aimed left or right with the movement keys. Okay. Dodge. Press and hold left shift and push the movement keys to either side in order to dodge incoming attacks from lycans. Just like at GalaxyCon Live, these instructions are going to disappear from my head the minute I close this book. We're unlocking main character entry. Let's check it out later. Oh shoot, it fell off. What's going on? Try to block first L shift and sync with an enemy's attack. I'm not so scared from the trouble. Not necessarily going to check it out later. Ouch! Take this, and that, and some of this. There's a skull! Oh, can't pick it up now, my speed is back. Knife in the head ought to hurt. Well done! How do I do this again? Oh no. Good thing there's a healing pad nearby. Why did I say healing pad? I meant healing statue! Health dog, that's what it's called. Either way, that was close. lucky. Am I right here? Let's get out of here. Come on, you can make that jump. We're surrounded.
I can travel no further. You will find what you seek ahead.
Oh, come on. Really? Whee! The wargs fall into the river below. And Gabriel lands on his feet. Another successful adventure. Love the statues. Can't deny that the architecture is as amazing as the soundtrack. The Lords of Shadow games are the only games I've played that have architecture that unique. So I missed the magic gem. Well, I'll get it back later. Well, I suppose there's time for one more level. The Dead Bog. Yep, that'll definitely be the last level for the night. It's a long one. Isn't it wonderful? Not gonna lie, I'm in heaven every time I hear that sound. But it's not my favorite. Feels like I'm reading this book by a fireplace. From the looks of that, from the flickering shadow, that's what the feeling, that's the vibe I get. It's relaxing this way.
Alone again, with only his thoughts as company, he continues on his journey to find the one he seeks. Who or what was that strange creature? There is a power here that few know, a power that could have some influence on events. Perhaps the guardian of the lake is aware of him now and offers aid in his quest. There is just the small matter of the Dead Bog to overcome, a place that has claimed the lives of many of the Brotherhood. The smell of death is strong here, and danger lies around every corner, but nothing will stop him. Nothing will stand in his way.
He's self-aware for his narrator. Now there's the proper level I've been dying to enter. And perfect to explore. Press E to examine the fallen knight's corpse. New skills have been unlocked. Press Enter to continue. Life Gem Medallion. These are usually worn by warriors of the Brotherhood of Light. Magical gems can be inserted into the empty slots and imbue the wearer with increased stamina. When all 5 slots are filled with green gems, the life bar's capacity is increased. Main characters. Gabriel. As an infant, he was found abandoned at the door of one of the Brotherhood of Light's convents. It is not known who his original parents were. Some suspect that he was the unwanted bastard of a local wealthy landowner, most likely from the Conquest family, though this has never been proved. The Order named the boy after the blessed Archangel Gabriel and raised him as one of its own. A precocious child, he quickly proved to be extremely talented, developing an unprecedented mastery of the fighting arts. Gabriel took the surname of Belmont from his love of the mountains and the high places of the world. Prone to dark moods and occasional ambivalence, Gabriel was deeply affected by the death of his childhood sweetheart, Marie. He has embarked on this quest at the request of the elders of the Brotherhood and has a burning desire for revenge. The cutscene at the beginning of the hunting path makes sense now. Marie, the youngest daughter of a rich merchant family, was always attracted by the courageous nature of the Brotherhood of Light. Curious and lively, she often escaped her duties at home in order to help the monks, baking and cleaning for them. During one of these visits, she became acquainted with a boy that would later become her husband, an orphan by the name of Gabriel. The two youngsters were made for each other. They grew up together and made promises for the future. These promises were kept when, one idyllic morning, with the blessing of both her family and the Brotherhood, the couple were married. Marie provided a good counterpoint to Gabriel's dark moods, and often just her laughter was enough to blow away the gathering storm within him. Now Marie has been tragically murdered, and Gabriel seeks revenge. This sounds like my boyfriend. He's often a good counterpoint to my poor mental health, and just a smile on the way he talks is enough to make me smile. I just love him so much. Monsters. Less so lycanthrope. I prefer werewolf. These creatures are humans that have been poisoned with an infectious disease known as the werewolf influenza, which is transmitted in most cases by the bite of another lycanthrope. There is an old saying that goes like this: if you are bitten by a lichen, better to let it gnaw. And like most proverbs, it is probably true. Once infected with a disease, the transformation process can be completed in only a few minutes, after which the victim's mind will have been replaced with the savage instincts of a ruthless predator. Great Warg. Wargs are the principal strength of large lycanthrope raiding parties which attack the Besieged Village. Some of them are blessed by the Dark Lord himself, which gives them new powers such as improved strength and rune regeneration. Due to the nature of this blessing, these powers are heightened by a full moon. Not done yet. Warg. Little is known about these fierce wolf-like beasts, except that they appeared soon after the coming of the lycanthrope Dark Lord. Despite their wild looks, wargs are fairly intelligent creatures, capable of being tamed by lesser lycanthropes, who ride them in battle. Wargs are ferocious creatures that attack opponents with razor-sharp claws and sharp, deadly teeth. I should narrate an audiobook. Just want to explore that path one more time. No turning back. Press E to examine the fallen knight's corpse. Another one. You found a scroll. Read it in your travel book. It's a journal entry. There is something in the water. Something terrible. I have seen men dragged under, never to return. The location of these creatures can only be seen as ripples or bubbles on the surface. I surmise one must wait for these ripples and bubbles to disappear before progressing through the bog. One cannot walk around them because noxious fumes lay either side of the safe path. so one must be patient and wait for the right moment to cross over them. Heck, I know that I'm going to die, but at least you will be fighting, not swallowed by any of these mire fiends. Well, his body's still there, so that's something, right? I got that into his jump. Climb onto the ledge by jumping towards it. Is it automatic? Move left or right by pushing the movement key for that direction. Jump across by pushing the movement key toward the ledge and pressing enter. There we go. Press the down key and press enter to drop down. Whoever lives in these tents are going to be a piece of work. Goblins! They're ahead of their time and leaving bombs! Pick up a grenade before it explodes. Move closer and press E to get it. Oh, there's a frog! Success! I'll read it later. Okay, I'll read it for now. These diminutive, mischievous, and crabby creatures usually avoid contact with humans. Goblins make their homes around tree roots and mossy, damp areas and like to hunt in packs. Although they can be aggressive when threatened, goblins usually prefer to keep far from men and their dwellings. Goblins are a species on the verge of extinction, and before too long will pass into history and then myth. Called it, they're goblins. And there's more of them! Rock near the shoulder and dragged away by these creatures. These must be the creatures that Knight was talking about. Naiad? Oh, they're the sea water nymphs that dragged Hercules' companion to his death. But they're a lot more haggard looking than they were in Greece. A large part of the danger in the swamps lies in the hands of creatures known as Naiads. These living beings are usually passive, lying inconspicuously on riverbeds and in muddy, damp places, waiting until someone stumbles within range. When they attack, their unfortunate victims usually mistake their limbs for branches and are soon drowned and eaten. In days gone by, these once beautiful creatures were worshipped and sacrifices were made to them, but they are now forgotten by humans and have become evil predators, plaguing both wandering man and beast alike. So these must be one of the old gods. The tents are pretty empty now. Would be cool to go inside of them and steal some loot. They crucified a vulture? Gee, these creatures know no bounds. Okay, tread carefully, tread carefully. just gonna wait both ways before crossing. Dodge the bullets. Something's watching me. Just what I needed. Well, here we go again. What's this? Another life gem. Cool. I'll go this way. Don't come closer. Doesn't look like the ripples are gonna go away completely, so I just walk around them. Poison! Oh no. Well, I survived. Wonder who pulled me out. But how do I... Well, at least I made it to the other side. And I reached a checkpoint. You cannot carry any more baggage. What was that? Look at all those dragon corpses. soundtrack is beautiful, but this place is unsettling. It's like an uneasy peace. Looks like I've wandered into another goblin settlement. Maybe if I'm lucky. Grip the goblin to get his grenades. Remember, to gain it... Oh, too late. Remember, to grip an enemy, you need to press E. Oh, the E button! That's how I do it. Pick up the grenade and press it by pressing E and then throw it. The goblin grenade has uprooted the tree! That doesn't sound good. My health is low. Where's the health spot when I needed one? Now we're talking! Ouch! Well, at least they're very tiny bombs, so not a big deal. Well, it is when I'm low on health. Where can I... It doesn't sound good when a beating heart sound effect is a grim reminder that I need to heal up soon or I'm gonna... or I become Neat food. Maybe that scroll will have another gem. What did they say? Another scroll. There is a mausoleum here in the bog that has lain undisturbed for many years. Cardinal Volop informs me that the legendary artisan Renato Gandolfi constructed a powerful relic there during his sojourn, which will aid the one that wields the combat cross. I must admit I am apprehensive. Many of my comrades lie dead along the way, and I am wondering if this fool's errand will not be the end of me too. What quest were these knights on? Did they also lose their wives or husbands? Or are they just on this quest to, get rid of the Dark Lord? Actually, this game contains more than one. It's called Lords of Shadow for a reason. There's a monster stalking Gabriel. I just know it. Got another one. Holy moly, that's obnoxious gas. That bomb killed him. already got a scroll, so I'm not going to read it again. I'm out. Oh no, you're not killing me today. Finally, a health pump. Ouch! It's a good thing there's a health bomb right here. God, the view from here is beautiful. This must be the mausoleum. Too bad that that knight died so close to it. Doors are locked. But I can get in from the other side because that wall's broken. It's partly overgrown with vines. Looks like another troll. That can't be good. Not much to look around in. The mausoleum is empty, and there isn't anything hidden besides what's up ahead. Looks like that mausoleum's been built since the Roman Empire.
Forgive me, brother, but my need is far greater than yours.
most epic upgrade animation I've ever seen. Little bit of trivia, Robert Carlyle, who is the voice of Gabriel in that game, also portrayed Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time. I had the privilege of speaking with Jennifer Morrison, Jared Gilmore, and Lana Perella, and Jared gave me a lecture on on how it feels to hope for something and to believe that good triumphs in the end. That helped me move on from the death of my grandfather. I appreciate him for that. This relic was also built by the renowned artisan Ronaldo Gandolfi. The articulated metal tip can be used to grip objects and enemies from a distance, giving the combat cross the properties of a grappling hook. This also allows the wielder to climb, grapple, and swing around the environments when combined with the combat cross. And that device is a hook tip. Looks doable. Iron chain. The original cross relic did not have the chain, and thus it was not very effective as a weapon, at least not against more earthly menaces. One of its first wielders, a Brotherhood artisan by the name of Ronaldo Gandolfi, was responsible for the creation of the now iconic chain. The iron chain was his first addition, and during the forging process, every single link of the chain was quenched in holy water and then blessed to give the weapon more power against the undead. Combat crossbody. Someone's selling a replica of the cross on Etsy that's the size of a dime, and it's forged to go on a necklace, and I've been dying to get one. While most of the Brotherhood utilizes more conventional armaments, I think I'm pronouncing that okay, Gabriel has been gifted with the combat cross, a heavy iron crucifix which hides a retractable chain inside. The crossbody was one of the first relics the Brotherhood acquired centuries ago. Its full origin is unclear, but it is rumored to have been forged from the nails used to crucify martyrs. Like Jesus? Or Abraham? What about Isaac? Or Jacob? Or how about Moses? Maybe I'm wrong, I haven't read the Bible in forever, but since the combat cross is made out of these nails, then that should mean that it's reserved for a powerful warrior destined to save the world from a great evil. Now your combat cross can grip these shining grip points. There is a grip point, move closer to use it. Duly noted. Press E to grip. Move up or down by pushing the movement keys. Press click or R click to break through weak surfaces. Seems reasonable. There's the troll that's been following us. Swamp troll. Swamp trolls are a rare subspecies of the larger cave troll. Although similar in appearance to their dryland cousins, their thick fur has been replaced with a slimy coating similar to wet mold, which better suits the damper weather of their habitat. Swamp trolls are ferocious in battle and display a cunning that belies their outward appearance. Jump! You don't have to tell me twice. Now we're talking. I'm getting better at this. Press E to finish him off. It's a shame I had to kill him so brutally. Press E to open the Brotherhood arc. New upgrade acquired. You can now carry more daggers. Silver daggers. These daggers have been balanced to be thrown with extraordinary precision. They are made of silver and have small bones of saints hidden in their grips. Not gonna ask. Both characteristics give this weapon its destructive power against supernatural beings, especially those who are descendants of the lycanthrope Dark Lord. Very specific lore. Press E to grip. I'm gonna look around the cemetery for a few more seconds, and then I'm going to get out of here. That pose is iconic. Time to go. Oh good, another heal font. Just in case I need one. Good call. Oh my gosh. The view. It's beautiful. Tree's a little flat though. You can now climb down here. Move over to the edge. Move over the edge and Gabriel will hang on. Push the down key to drop down the ledge below. That would be the S button. Jump across by pushing the movement key toward the ledge and press enter. Sweet! Move away now! Phew, that was close. Press E to grip. You can rappel down walls while gripping down by pushing the down key. Push the down key and press enter to drop down. Learning the ropes to climbing while taking in the view. This is the life. Press E to grip. Beautiful up here. Whee! We arrived at a temple. The dead bog is not so dead anymore. Magic gems, 2 out of 4 found. Better than nothing. Okay, I'm gonna get air grab. Nope. No. Air grabs, downward punch. Flying kick. Press E while airborne to grab an enemy and launch into them with a downward kick. This attack only works on larger enemies. Seems fair. Alright, it's getting late. This is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Have a good night.